Hello and welcome to Jazz Sports Reports. I'm just going to give my initial thoughts to the English sides groups in the UEFA Champions League. Some of them have been a little bit shafted. I'll run through a few of the other groups as well, the ones that catch the eye. Group B, Tottenham, they've been given a rough ride in their group. Barcelona, PSV and Inter. I would still expect Tottenham to finish in the top two of that group. But Inter Milan are on the up. PSV away is always a tricky enough game. So it's going to be an interesting one for Tottenham. Liverpool, of course, last season's beaten finalists. They've been given a tough looking group as well with Paris Saint-Germain, Napoli and Red Star Belgrade. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, millions in the bank. Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani. That's going to be one hell of a game. Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani against Salah, Firmino and Mane. Two of the most attacking teams in not just in world football. Napoli, of course, finished second in the Italian league last season. They have lost Jorginho. I'm not too sure on who they've brought in. I'll be doing a full prediction video for the UEFA Champions League soon enough. Once we get closer to the group stages. Red Star Belgrade, you wouldn't expect them to do that much, but anything can happen in the Champions League. Everyone knows that. Manchester City, last year's Premier League champions. They've been given Shakhtar Donetsk, Lyon and Hoffenheim, so a decent group. I remember Hoffenheim playing Liverpool in the knockout in the playoff rounds last year, and they were okay. Second leg they were blown away at Anfield, and you think maybe the occasion could get to them at City as well. City have been looking very, very good this season, bar a little hiccup against Wolves. They've looked impressive so far this season. You'd expect them to get out of that group. The other English side, Manchester United, and the return of Cristiano Ronaldo. Juventus, Manchester United, Valencia, and Young Boys. So Ronaldo heading back to Old Trafford with Juventus. Juventus have been tipped as one of the favourites to win the Champions League this year with the signings that they've made, the just core strength that they have in their team. I'd highly expect Juventus and maybe United to get through that one. Whichever way it finishes up, I'll think about for another video. Some other noticeable games. Group G, Real Madrid and Roma both got to the latter stages of last year's tournament. Of course, Roma beaten in the semi-final, Real Madrid eventual winners. They have CSK Moscow and I think it's Victoria Plzen in their group. So again, I don't want to do predictions, but you'd expect Real Madrid and Roma to get out of that group. Group A, decent looking group, which is Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund and Monaco. They're joined by Club Brugge. Decent little one. Atletico, of course, won the Europa League last season, beating Marseille in the final. I think it was 3-0 in that final. Dortmund, they're always dangerous in these sort of competitions. Monaco, of course, have lost a lot of players, but they could still cause a threat to the other teams in that group. Looking at some of the other ones, Group E, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Ajax, AEK Athens. There's some very, very nice groups in this year's Champions League, some very competitive groups. And then you have, of course, the likes of Group D, when you have Lokomotiv Moscow, Porto, Schalke, and Galatasaray, which, who really cares? Who really cares? So I'm really, really looking forward to the start of the Champions League campaign. Little other avenue of football news, the Carabao Cup. The third round draw was made, and the pick of the ties, it would be Liverpool against Chelsea. Manchester United host Derby as well, which means Jose Mourinho and Frank Lampard will be on different ends of the dugouts. Obviously, Frank Lampard is the Derby manager, and Jose Mourinho still the Manchester United manager. So that's going to be a very, very interesting tie to see if the student can become the master, if Frank Lampard can get one over on Jose. Manchester City are at Oxford United. City, of course, won the trophy last season, beating Arsenal 3-0 in the final, and Arsenal are away at Brentford. Tottenham are at home to Watford as well, so very nice ties, but obviously the tie of the round has to be at Anfield, where Liverpool will take on Chelsea. So a lot happening over the next few days, next few weeks. Obviously, Ireland playing in the UEFA Nations Cup against Denmark and Wales, and then we're back to Premier League football. Tottenham and Liverpool, everything is starting to, the football season really kicking in now. Champions League is back, Carabao Cup draw has been made, the internationals are back. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to make another video closer to the start of the group stage on where I think everyone will place once I've done enough research on each group and give my personal opinions on them. Leave a like if you would like to see that. See me do a prediction video. Leave a comment on who do you think has got the toughest group of the English sides or just in general. Who do you think is going to win the Carabao Cup after the draws for the third round has been made? And what do you think of the chances for the Republic of Ireland in their upcoming friendlies in the UEFA Nations Cup against Denmark and Wales? This has been Jazz Sports Reports. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to the video, and I'll see you for the next one.